Yeah. Hey, Jaden, how are you?
I'm good.
Um, what did you guys take from the game the other night in terms of things you can apply kind of moving forward and whatnot?
I think we just looked at it as obviously it was a good test in Rutgers. Late game is just executing more. I feel like we didn't execute how we should have the whole game, and the fourth quarter, the last 2 minutes, I feel like we didn't execute well. So just going forward, just executing the end of games and just finishing them out. And obviously, he hit a tough shot to win the game, but it's just executing at the end of the games.
They were they were pretty physical on your guards and whatnot, on your cuts and whatnot, and kind of playing up pretty close on you. What can you guys kind of learn from that when things get pretty physical in the Big Ten?
I think just staying poised, just taking, the right play at the right time, and, just executing, our offensive stuff, whatever the coaches say, just executing, and, just playing our game.
What do you know about NC State?
I'd say they're very similar to Rutgers. Very physical. They got, some talented guards. They got some guards that can really get to the basket. And they got some guards that can shoot. So we're just gonna, have to be very tight on those guys and just play to the best of our abilities and, focus and lock in on defense.
Are there any kind of short-term fixes you guys can take from a defensive perspective to get a little bit better?
I really think it's just, focusing in on defense. And I think it's just we had some errors last game where we just weren't focused. And if we just focus in and lock in, I think we can just be a great defensive team. And I think, I felt Rutgers didn't feel us as much on defense. And, we got to just make every team that we play, we got to make sure they feel us on defense. I feel like, if we do that, we'll put ourselves in a great position.
Was there any pressure playing as number one the other day that you feel like anybody felt?
No, I think I didn't feel any pressure. I just it was a tough environment to play in, and those are the games we live for. I didn't feel any pressure. I just just playing the game.
I'm good, thanks, Jaden.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaden, Mike Carmen here. Just defensively, I mean, do you feel like you guys have made some strides here recently? And if so, in what areas?
I think all of our guys have really stepped up. Just in walkthroughs, I feel like we've been more focused. And that just listening to walkthroughs and the scouting, listening to the details of every player on the team. I felt like we've done a better job. Whether or not he's a driver or a shooter, I feel like we've been very locked in that aspect.
When you say you want the other team to feel you guys defensively, kind of what are you talking about, and how's that? How do you make that happen during the course of the game?
It's just when they're running their offense, pressuring them. When I say that, making them feel us, it means like taking out of the stuff that they want to do offensively, and just making it hard for them to get catches, and just making sure we put pressure on them, and we keep that the whole game.
I mean, when you look at the Iowa and the Rutgers games, were those two games more physical than any of the other games that you had played this year?
I felt like I didn't feel Iowa as much. I felt like Rutgers was, though. I just felt like they brought a lot of pressure and just the intensity that they brought to the whole game. It was one of those games where it was just like super intense. And, I definitely felt it as I was on offense.
And just, North Carolina State is kind of known for pressing and, getting after the guards. Based on after what happened against Iowa, how do you feel like you guys are going to be equipped to handle that on Sunday?
I think we'll be good. I feel like, we learned some lessons from Iowa, whether it was just breaking the press or, some of the turnovers that we had against Iowa. I feel like, we're just learning from that. And now we can, execute against NC State and, just, find, ways that we can, be better as far as breaking the press and, just cutting our turnovers short. I feel like we can do a better job this game.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.